So you want to do it?
Recording is on.
There we go. Okay. So let's get into this. So, okay. So this may be a little deep, FYI, and I want to let you know that when I channel, I don't have a whole lot of emotion. So if I say something that really hits a nerve, cry, do what you need to do. But if I start crying with you, I stop channeling. And so I've really had to learn how to step back. So I don't want you to think I'm insensitive. And I'm pretty blunt. Okay, hang on. Let me get into what is he talking about? Like she said, you were trying so hard to pull him out of it.
Yes.
So she was like, he said, I would scream and I'd run away. Would there be a lot of that? And then he's talking about being quiet and then running away and just like locking himself. And you would try to pull him out. Would you plead with him on this too? Hang on. I'm not pleading on it. Better for yourself. Why wouldn't you just do something better for yourself? I feel like you got really angry and frustrated at the end towards it all. Hang on. Not in a bad way. It's more of a caring way. Hang on. He said, if I could just go back and switch my decision, I wish I could just take it all away. So that means he's regretful. Hang on. He said, now I'm here and I'm stuck in the shithole. Okay, so what's the shithole?
He's in limbo.
That's what he says. He goes, now I'm here and I'm stuck in the shithole. And I'm like, okay, hang on. Did he wear a lot of shirts that didn't have on them all the time? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
He's like walking around with like a little gut with like a shirt with no sleeves on, like a wife beater almost, or something like that to that effect. Hang on. Why would he get so frustrated with you? Hang on. He said you would just let him do what he wanted. Hang on. Did y'all know? Because he's talking about how the relationship was short-lived, but he's like, I knew her for many years. Did you know him for many years?
We were together almost 10 years.
Jesus. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Did you try to walk out on him a couple of times?
I walked out, stay out for 2 months, 3 months.
Okay. He's like, she walked out on me a few times. I was like, okay, hang on. Oh, what'd you do? Oh, so that was the initial reaction. Okay. So you got the call that he died. Okay, hang on. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like, oh, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? That's the phrase that goes along with it. Hang on. So that means that you weren't there. Hang on. Would he drink a lot?
He used to be an alcoholic, not with me.
Okay, cool. Because he said, he's like, look at this. And he's like holding up a beer. I know he did different stuff than that. And I'm like,
he did bring beer a couple of times to like scare me.
Did he really? Because he goes, look at this.
Yeah, look at it. I'm going to drink this beer, start drinking again.
Really? Okay. Because he literally shows it to me like, ha, like that. And I'm like, okay, hang on. Hold on. How did he say that? What is that? He had been married before?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, I had a young wife. Did he have a young wife first?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. Do you have the son or did he have the son?
He had a son.
Okay, that's the son. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. He tried to get. He's showing the son. She wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let him. She wouldn't let him get close to him.
No.
Okay, cool.
Because he was an alcoholic.
Oh.
At that time.
Okay. Because I'm asking him, I'm like, well, where's the son? What happened with the son? He was like, he was around, but she wouldn't let me get close to him. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Was somebody a firefighter in his family? Or a police officer?
No, not that I know of.
Do you know what his dad did? He's talking about.
Oh, security guard. Yes.
Okay, because I see it. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, because he shows me like this thing and like with a baton thing and like saving people or like watching out with a flashlight. I'm like, what is this? Are we this? Hang on. Okay. He's talking about how he didn't amount to anything like his dad did. And that's why he's like putting that on him. I know he did work hard or he tried to build himself up, but he's like in this pity party right now of like, I couldn't even do this. Like, do you see this? Hang on. Where are you at? Did you always ask him where was he?
Yes, because he was addicted to pills.
Oh.
And I had to ask him, where were you? Where are you going?
Okay.
I was trying to help him fight the addiction. Okay. That's why I kept leaving.
Because he was always like, she'd always be like, where are you? Where are you? What are you doing? And I'm
yes.
Like, okay.
I had to.
I know. That's good. You needed to. That's what he's talking about right now. He says all she wanted was for us to have a house and build a life together. Tried to get me out of my funk and she couldn't do it. And then he says she thought she did and then I'd lie to her. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would he store them in plastic bags in his car or in your car?
In his car, yes.
He's talking about putting them in like small spaces in like a black plastic area, and I'm like, okay, that's a car because it's hot.
The car, the in between the car.
Really? Okay. He's talking about when I take them, and then I'm like this. Hang on. Did he have his car searched for them, but he never got caught?
I don't know if he ever got his car searched since he used to lie. But he never got caught.
That's ever. What he said. He goes, because he said, I had my car searched. He's like, but I never got caught. And I was like.
Yeah, he's never gotten caught.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's how it is. Okay. He's claiming that he had a hurt back. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
His grandmother's dead now?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, I would even take him from my own grandmother. He was like, but she's dead now, so.
No. She wasn't alive when I was with him.
Who's the woman? Who's the older female he would take?
His sister.
Okay, that's the older female. Okay, cool. She's very wrinkly at that point. Like, she looks older. Hang on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he says she's dead now? She died last month. She died in May. In May, the same month he died.
No way.
She was murdered. She was murdered by her daughter's boyfriend.
That's why he says it's so point blank. He's like, oh, but she's dead now. And I'm like, okay. Wow, that was bloody, wasn't it? Hang on. Had the daughter just had a kid?
Whose daughter?
That the daughter, the boyfriend, the boyfriend with the girl.
No, his real daughter had 2 girls.
Okay, cool.
But they big already. They 5, 6.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about little kids, and so I'm like, who is this? Okay, hang on. Now I'm going to get another opening up, and he's very blunt, and I really, really like that because he's very, he feels very heavy. It almost feels like a rock on my chest. Like that's kind of how it feels. He's talking about identifying the body. Who identified the body?
Whose body?
His.
His sister.
Okay, that's the female there.
That's like the one who died.
Yeah. Okay. He's like she even identified the body, and I don't. It doesn't feel connected to you. I'm like, so who are we talking about?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'll tell you. She made it seem like he committed suicide, and he didn't. And I didn't know it until 2 years later. His sister Debbie committed suicide, left a message for me to tell me that the coroner said it was inconclusive because they hung him while he was dead already.
That's the thing. Okay. Yeah, because when I'm asking him, I'm like, how did you do it? What did you do? How did you do it? And he was like, he was blasted out of his mind though. Hang on. Why? How did he get back into drugs so much?
Because of her.
Oh, okay. So what happened? Hang on. Why is he in a tiny, small space? Hang on. Dimly dark lit bedroom. Shows me in a house. Okay, so we passed in a house, but it's smaller than a house. What is he in?
He's in a vase. He's in a. She cremated him.
Okay. I'm like,
and she had it. She had it in her house. She has a house.
That's it. Okay, because I'm showing him he's like in a super dark, tiny space, but then it's like I'm in a house, and I'm like, where are we at? Like where?
Because he wanted to be buried with his dad.
Oh, okay. That's why he references that. Interesting. Okay.
I was close to his dad, and he was close to his dad.
That's okay. Okay, because he's very upset with like how everything turned out with that. Hang on. Where is there a knife involved in all this?
A knife?
Is there a knife involved somewhere? Was there? Did you think? I think he was. Was he held up? Was there a knife involved before all this?
No.
He's talking about. It's like his knife. It looks like a hunting knife. I don't know. It doesn't have blood on it.
That was his favorite.
Was
he collected hunting knives. He had it framed and swords.
Okay, because it's like this big ass, like pretty knife he's showing me. It looks like a hunting knife, and I'm like,
yeah, he collected them, and his sister took everything from the apartment. So I have nothing.
Okay, that's the okay. I've never seen a hunting knife before, but it's something you'd like kill bears with. Like that's
that's his favorite.
Okay, cool. Like even has these little edges on the bottom. Okay, cool. Hang on. Did they give him something that was laced?
They found 200 pills inside his body. So he's admitting that he don't know what happened, right?
Yeah. He's like, he goes, I was blasted out of my mind. And then he's like, and then I'm asking him, I'm like, well, did you mean to do it? Did you mean to do this? Did you mean to do this? And he was like, I had no idea. Which is why
she admitted doing something to him, but they didn't do anything to her because she was a CI for the cops, a criminal informant. So they didn't prosecute her because she took everything out the next day of the apartment, so they had no evidence.
So she tampered with everything.
And she said she was the only living family. So me and his whole family, including his daughter and my daughter, could not go to the funeral. She was going to have us arrested.
No shit. Okay. Okay. That's why. Okay. Because when I was asking him, like, where are you at? What happened? What happened with this? He's like, nobody was there. Hang on.
She didn't allow us to be there.
Nobody else could go. Okay. Okay.
Nobody.
Okay. Cool. Good, 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 good. I mean, that's not good, but it's good confirmation. Hang on. He says she got what she got. She got what she paid for. She was an evil, wicked person. Hang on.
His sister.
Yeah. He said, but she was the only one that could keep my mind straight. And I think that's dealing with the drugs, though. That's
yes.
Like from her. Okay.
Yes, because she provided when he didn't have money.
Oh.
She provided because she worked with the cops. She had connections with drug dealers, so she'll give it to him. And she was doing it to get back at me. She hated me to be with him.
Wow. Hang on. She thought that you manipulated him.
Yeah.
But you didn't. I know you didn't. But that's
no. She manipulated him.
He didn't. He's correct, and that's what he's saying. I'm like, well, why did she hate her? Why did she hate her? And he was like, she thought that she manipulated me. Hang on, and separated from your family. It feels he's talking about how she felt like you separated him from the family. But
no, from her.
Exactly.
Not from his father or his brother. Only from her.
Only from her. Correct.
Uh-huh.
What is... Who was the person that's shot? Is there a female that's shot? Is there somebody shot?
What do you mean? A shot with a gun?
Yeah.
No.
She's showing a gun, threatening with a gun, threatening with a gun, threatening with a gun.
So with him? That's why
It's connected to one of them. They're showing me threatening with a gun. But I'm like...
I think it was her threatening him to take the pills.
Okay, okay. Because it's...
That's how I think. We all think that she threatened him to take the pills so he could die and then hang him.
Yeah, well, this is because he's showing me, and it's not like, oh, she got shot. It's not like, oh, somebody's coming to her. He just shows me, when we're talking about her, he shows me this.
The gun. That means she put a gun to his face.
Yeah, like
because we were wondering how he took 200 pills that he never took those type of pills.
And there's no way that he could have, anybody in their right mind, I mean, even people that commit suicide actively, they would probably take 20 or 30. They wouldn't take 200.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way. Hang on. Wow. Okay. I'm asking him, what do you have in your house or in your possession that reminds you of him? Like, do you have anything still together? Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have a chair from when he was
No.
around, or did you keep the chair?
I don't have anything.
Hang on.
I have a certain thing that he gave me that was special, but I don't have I have a bed. The day bed that belonged to my daughter Gina that he bought her.
That he bought, okay, because it's like soft, squishy, and you can sit on it. And I'm like, is this a chair? What is this? And I'm like,
the
what?
Bed.
Okay.
Gina's bed.
Okay. I'm asking him, like, what does she have there that, like, you would have been together with her for this? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out, Woody. We don't need this here. We don't need to have this here. We don't need this here. Blah, blah, blah. What is that? Would you scream at him about that or yell at that? Hang on.
Because, yeah.
Okay. He's like, ga, 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 ga. I'm like, okay. He said if I would have listened to her more, maybe I would still be here. He said, but nothing would have happened. Nothing would have really changed until she left. So he's referencing sister.
Mm-hmm.
So who told who about the sister that got her killed?
Who told who about the sister?
Yeah, because he's talking about how the reason why she died was because there's information that was passed that caused her demise. Like, did someone get out which caused her to nix it, or did
No, her daughter's boyfriend killed her because he was. She used to abuse her daughter. Her daughter was in her 20s, so she has mental issues. Her daughter too, and the boyfriend got mad the way she was being treated, so he suffocated her.
Okay,
with
so
a pillow.
Okay, so the information got out that that's what was happening, and then
he told no. They thought she died natural causes, but the guy was telling his friends how he killed her, and that's how they caught him. But he would have gotten away with it.
Okay, because he's like, I'm asking him, like, well, what happened with the sister? What happened with that? How did her demise come? And he was like, oh, some information got out, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that's the information that came out, how he killed her, and then that's how he got caught.
Okay. He said she was already high when he did it, so it wasn't really a struggle. Hang on. Okay. The daughter was in the house when this happened?
No, she was out in the car.
Okay, because he's talking about how she's in the vicinity, and I'm like...
She was in the car in front of the house.
Okay, cool. I'm like, it's not like he just walked up there by himself, let himself in, had some cup of coffee with her.
No, he went to go get a bag or something. He said, I'll be back. She didn't even know what he did.
Okay. Because I'm asking him, like, well, where's the daughter and all this? He's like, shows me house with her, and I'm like, she's in the house. Where's she at? Did they see the scratches on his arms?
They didn't tell me anything about scratches.
Okay. He's talking about right here. Like she had blunt nails. She like really didn't have anything, but it's like
her or Woody?
No, whenever she's dying, whenever he's her, like she's talking about like there's a mark here or was a mark here, and like that would be.
Does she scratch the guy? You're saying? Oh no, they didn't say anything about that.
Okay, cool. Hang on. Okay. Are you very protective of your daughter now?
Yes.
With men? Okay. He's talking about, he's like, oh, she won't let her meet one like me. No. Like, it's like, come in, meet them, sit them down, all that. Hang on. Who's 14? Is somebody 14 or 13?
No.
When did they turn 14 or 13?
I don't know anybody that age. My kids are in that age.
Who's the girl that's 13 or 14? He's referencing a girl. Hang on. It's like a dog. Hang on. How old was she when he passed?
His niece?
Yeah.
She was in her 20s.
I don't know what he's referencing, 13 or 14. Hang on. I don't know who the girl is.
What number? He say 13 or he say 14?
13 or 14. So they give me numbers. So they're like 13, 14. So I don't know if that's like in between that age or if it's one or the other. Hang on.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I'm like, we're not going to go with it. He does say he didn't get to tell you he loved you enough, but he did.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, I just want to let you know that again. He said, I wish I could have given you a better life, babe. I'm like, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, you're not seeing anybody right now, correct?
No.
Okay. He's talking about having a fear of seeing somebody else, or like having a hesitation of seeing other people. Like
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's like, that's okay, that's okay. He said, you know what? This is a joke coming from him. He said, you know, when you meet the next one, he's like, you're just going to be bossing him around, right? Like, well, you know, she needs to, okay? She needs to. We have this whole argument in my head with him. Well, do you have any questions for me or for him? For him.
I just want him to confirm why he used to call me.
Okay, hang on. He called you two things, though. He called you one with a single syllable, and he called you one with a double syllable. Bump, bump, and then bump. Hang on. Did I ever call you doll?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Baby doll.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay. This is it. This is it. This is it. Yeah.
I miss him so much.
I know, and he loves you too. He is in a dark area, not dark like hell or anything like that. Okay, we don't need to get in there, but he's definitely still trying to figure out himself.
Is he with me?
Yeah, it's like he walks around the house with you. It's like he walks around the house with you, like Lumbers walks around. I mean, and when we walk, we make a lot of noise. I don't know if you can physically hear it, but it's like it's almost so present, like I could feel like the floorboards move type in a way, like I feel the floor move, like that's how present he feels. Have you not had a dream about him in a while?
The last dream I had, it felt real like he kissed me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry you haven't had a dream about me in a while. So what I want you to do that's true. That's a real thing. That's when you felt love and you were very happy. You were super sad when you woke up, but you're still really happy and elated. And
I medicate myself and I get nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't be afraid to just open up and let him in. But what I want you to do is so tonight and tomorrow night, you may have a dream about him just because we've opened up that channel. Okay. I could read you for hours. I could have this for like 2-hour sessions because he's fascinating and he's strong and he's there. And it's so interesting to go behind the scenes with all this. But I want you to tonight, before you go to sleep, be like, if you would like to come into my dreams and see me, I allow you to do this, but please bring only love. Okay.
Okay.
So do that. Another thing is that you may be more tired tonight and tomorrow more than normal, just because that's just what happens. Like I'm pulling your energy, which is from him.
Yeah.
And feel his presence a lot more today and tomorrow as well, just because it's open. Okay. So, but if you have questions or if you need me again, or I mean, like I said, he can be channeled so easy just because he's where he's at. Just ask me. And then the last thing is, when you get off the phone with me, have 10 minutes of a good, snotty, disgusting cry. Okay? Because release it and then tell him thank you. And when you pray to him, prayer is a big thing in meditation is that it's pointing a single good thought to a certain point and asking it to come true. Pray to him and tell him thank you. And I wish you in such better places. Stay beside me. You can use me to get there as well, because it would be a really good thing.
Okay.
And I'll do it for him too tonight when I'm done. I do like an hour meditation post session.
Okay.
So, if you need me, just let me know and email me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, but have a 10-minute cry.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
Mwah. Have a good evening. And
thank you.
It's okay. Promise. Okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.